Las Vegas, city of 24-hour roulette wheels, martinis, money, glitter, glamour, money, and fun, fun, fun. This town has no off switch. I've looked. And in Las Vegas, a comic who's made it becomes a headliner. And he sees his name up in lights on a marquee a mile high. Tomorrow I get to spend quality time with just such a star, the amazing George Carlin. But tonight I'm stepping out on the town with a lady I call Lady Luck. Hello, Las Vegas. It's me, Michael McKean, and we're getting uncomfortably close.
Mr. Carlin, I'm so sorry about this. I'm sure Michael will be here any minute.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do for you?
No. I'm okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right, thanks.
Okay.
Oh, that's the stuff. Oh! Hello, everyone. I'm sorry. Good news, I'm here. Bad news, Lady Luck did not smile on me last night. In fact, she hit me with a tire iron, took my wallet, and left me for dead. Shh, please don't speak. I feel like they're holding auditions for Riverdance in my brain. I require a vat of orange juice, 4 bottles of mineral water, no ice, but 2 limes. Give me some aspirin and a shiatsu. I might get through this interview alive. What time does George get here?
About an hour ago.
Oh, jeez. Well, listen, thanks for waiting. I'll try to make this
Sure.
fast as I can.
Okay. It's going to be nice when you tie it at that length. That'll be real nice.
I do a half Windsor. George Carlin.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Sure.
Sorry about the kind of the rough start. Usually we're a lot more, smooth, but...
Don't get too smooth on me.
Okay, I won't, it's a promise. My congratulations in advance. You are about to receive, and as this airs, you will have received a Lifetime Achievement Award from your friends over at the Comedy Awards.
Thank you.
And yet your lifetime has not concluded, thank the Lord.
They've said to me if I'll accept this award, they will allow me to finish it out. Yeah.
So you have kind of a history in Vegas.
I do. I work here now to a good extent in addition to my concert schedule. But I did in 1970 have a kind of turning point here.
I was going to ask you about the Frontier.
Frontier Hotel. I was then kind of mainstream, I guess is the word to use.
Suit guy, you call
Suit guys, yeah, suit and tie.
Where did you get that tie? You can make the same tie, John, with Kraft Foods.
And I was very uncomfortable with that kind of mainstream world, and I was itchy to do something about that, but they did it for me, the Frontier. One year I said ass, and they suspended me for that, and the next year I said and they actually fired me for saying and it was very innocent. I said to them, the exact thing I said was, folks, I don't say Buddy Hackett says and Red Fox will say it. I don't say it. I'll smoke a little of it, but I don't say it.
What can you say on television? That's another one of those places where we can't use these words all the time. But some of them are all right some of the time. Ass is all right on television. You can say on television things like, well, you've made a perfect ass of yourself tonight. But you can't say, hey, let's go get some ass.
Do you remember the first piece of material you worked on after the Frontier experience?
Well, my transition kind of from that suit and tie guy to a looser, more political sort of sounding comedian, that was slow and a real evolution.
By the way, the country has come a long way on freaks and long hairs. I must congratulate the nation. Really, in the last 2 years, no longer when you go in the store do they go,
Was there anything in your early family life that colored your material?
My father was absent. He didn't metabolize ethanol very successfully, so he was asked to leave early in the arrangement. There's your hat, Patrick. You'll see you. So he was gone. I didn't know him. He was very funny, by the way. He was a raconteur, was much sought after, telling jokes and stories. So he had that verbal Irish gift. As the Irish say, you don't lick it off the rocks, kid. There's a genetic component.
Never heard.
My mother was very, very descriptive and verbal. She'd tell you about the ride home in the bus, and she'd do 5 characters and have a punchline.
Did you take your schooling with the nuns, did you?
We had a progressive school, though. We had a Catholic school in the 40s, believe this or not. Catholic nuns. There was no corporal punishment. There was no report cards or grades of any kind. Boys and girls together, no uniforms.
Really?
No. I mean, otherwise, I might have been I would probably be asleep at the end of a bar now if I had to go through the bad nuns. These were the good nuns, and they nurtured us. It was a garden. It was wonderful.
I don't know about that, kid.
Did you have friends when you were growing up, friends who were real funny, but they didn't go into the business?
There was a lot of sharp guys in my neighborhood. We had a big neighborhood, a lot of Irish kids. We had slip fights. They call it the dozens. On the stoops, they were putting down each other's mothers. And we didn't say mama, we said your mother. And we were lewd. It was filthy what we did. You had to be fast to exist on that stoop.
But it was like a little pie-shaped wedge. It was like an Irish enclave.
Little place where the guys talk like that, you know, the third generation working class Irish accent in New York. All the cops talk like that in New York. Even the Puerto Rican cops talk that way. Come on. Get out the corner, will you? Do you mind getting out the corner? The lady's calling in. Come on, Johnny. They called everyone Johnny. Never Buddy or Mac. Hey, Johnny, where you going? Come here, Johnny. Even your mother, right? I'm his mother. Never mind, Johnny. Get out the corner.
I guess what I'm saying is this comedy a calling as well as a sense of humor?
In 5th grade, when I wrote the end of my autobiography, I said, I want to be an actor, comedian, impersonator, announcer, disc jockey, or trumpet player. So the first impulse was to be up in front of people trying to get their approval.
Yeah.
The fact that I had a funny bone, I was a mimic of sorts, and that I loved comedy kind of pushed that ahead of the others.
What was the first comic you ever saw work that made you think this might be a way to make a living?
Spike Jones on record.
Really?
My friend had an album of Spike Jones, 478 RPMs, and that represented some kind of anarchy to me, that something supposedly good and sacred could be destroyed.
Never got me anywhere, you know.
And then Danny Kaye in the movies.
I go to do my duty.
He was a model for me to pattern myself after. I thought, gee, I can do that. You know, that's the feeling you need before something happens. You say, I'm good verbally, and I have that facility. I can make faces, I can do voices, and use my body. So he was one I looked to. And then Jerry Lewis took his place.
Everybody's so confused. Anyhow, I'm going to introduce my partner.
When you drink grapefruit juice in the morning, do you go like this? I do too.
My conversation with George Carlin had widened in scope as we covered his years on the stand-up trail, the records, the concerts, film and TV work, and the personal philosophy of the man himself. But all the time I found myself wondering, why didn't I split those 8s against the dealer's 6? I mean, what was I thinking? You gotta do that, right? I mean, a fool or a monkey makes them. There was this guy from Dayton, Ohio, sitting to my right. I'm watching him double his money every hand. But I'm not gonna do that, right? Because I'm from Hollywood. He's from Dayton, Ohio. What does he know? Well, he walked away a winner. Probably got into the Carlin show, too. So what exactly was your first paying show business job?
How did you get started?
Jack Burns and I spent 2 years together. We saw the twosome as a way to get started faster.
Why, George, you bent over and picked that up like a 16-year-old boy. Well, no wonder. With my Playtex living jockey short.
And we wanted to be a comedy team. And we would sit and watch Jack Parr at night. And then afterward, sitting in our underwear in this apartment we shared, we would fantasize and make up ad-lib interviews that would take place if we got on that show through a series of circumstances that are just unbelievable to put together. But 7, 8 months later, we were on the Jack Parr show.
And then you stayed with Jack.
Jack and I spent 2 years together, but Jack wanted to be an actor, and I wanted to be a stand-up. So when we broke up 2 years later, it was in a friendly way, and Jack went to Second City, and I assumed this single career.
Present temperature is 61 degrees at the airport, which is stupid, man, because I don't know anyone who lives at the airport. The downtown area is much hotter. Downtown area is on fire, man. The record high today was once again at Presidio, Texas, where 2,846 people got high, man.
What was your worst showbiz sellout moment? Did you ever have a moment where you really kind of...
I was now a quote-unquote counterculture figure.
Right.
And I did a Perry Como special in Hawaii. And I was in a war canoe lip-syncing some dumb song, because when you're in a variety show, you not just do your monologue, you also have to be in the bunny number and the opening and the closing. And I had to, it was horrifying.
1 paddle, 2 paddle,
3 paddle,
4 to take me home. I want to smell the flowers, sweet flowers, where the trade winds blow.
seen enough fences to last a lifetime, going away no more.
Variety shows were horrifying to me. The blocking and the sellout feeling, and I didn't question myself enough. Like, take a look at yourself, you know, and I was able to put that in perspective.
Good evening, my name is George Carlin, and I am a professional comedian, as opposed to the kind you run into at work all day long.
Besides the entertainer, I don't run from that description, and I don't run from stand-up comic.
What's your son do? Well, he's a fool.
You've also been called fearless, which I think is probably pretty apt. Has anything ever made you afraid? Have you ever, like, tiptoed up to a subject or with a particular audience, gone and then not crossed the line?
No, I have found that I might be preparing to do something that's fairly new and kind of disrespectful of some values people hold. And invariably, when I'm up there, I just can't run from it. You know, it's like a dare. Because otherwise, later on, I have to say to myself, why did you do that?
Yeah.
Why, if you believed in it, you know, force it down their throats.
Pro-life conservatives are obsessed with the fetus from conception to 9 months. After that, they don't want to know about you. They don't want to hear from you. No nothing. No neonatal care, no daycare, no Head Start, no school lunch, no food stamps, no welfare, no nothing. If you're pre-born, you're fine. If you're preschool, you're
You still must feel occasionally hear that kind of like a thrill from an audience who is not prepared to laugh at something, but there's something else happening that's like a laugh.
It's a thing where they're not sure how and to what extent you're going to attack something they might have some faith in or belief, not just religion, but any value.
Do you think people have to believe in something?
Oh, it seems that way.
Yeah.
It's too bad they hang it on this invisible man in the sky.
Well, you have this wonderful piece about the greatest bullshit story ever told.
Yes.
Religion has convinced people that there's an invisible man living in the sky who watches everything you do every minute of every day. And the invisible man has a list of 10 specific things he doesn't want you to do. And if you do any of these things, he will send you to a special place of burning and fire and smoke and torture and anguish for you to live forever and suffer and burn and scream until the end of time. But he loves you.
And then they relax when they see there are two things present. The jokes are good and big, and the ideas underneath it are structured well. Even if they don't agree with them, they admire kind of like the craft at work, too.
Yeah.
I can prove to you that rape is funny. Picture Porky Pig raping Elmer Fudd. See, hey, why do you think they call him Porky, huh? I know what you're going to say. Elmer was asking for it.
George Carlin is a very clever man. But more than that, he's a smart man. Certainly too smart to hit a soft 17 when the dealers show. But more than that, he's also a wise man. If you watch carefully, you might catch him at it. Listen, you've been variously called cynical and a kind of a curmudgeon by people who know more words than I do.
Yeah, I'm skeptical. I'm a healthy skeptic. It borders on cynicism.
Well, we count on you. You're our canary in the coal mine as far as these...
Well, I sure enjoy. I enjoy pointing out how badly we're doing.
Yeah, the public sucks. There's a nice campaign slogan for somebody.
Can you imagine a situation, George Carlin, that would ever drive you into politics?
Only if there were a complete breakdown of civilization. We were back to the campfire situation, and I would try to nip the whole civilization thing in the bud. I would speak up early when there's only 12 of us, and I would say, listen, everybody gets a potato. There's nothing about these are your potatoes, and we're going to start killing anyone who isn't in this group in the proper spirit.
Live and let live. Anyone who can't go along with that, take him outside and shoot the motherfucker.
You're pretty rough on the terminally trendy among us.
Yeah.
Are there any new trends on the horizon that are potentially maddening?
It's largely in the language. I just spot these things at a certain point.
People who make quote marks in the air with their fingers.
And I have a thing I'm working on now about what I call corporate niceness. What we used to say, do not disturb, now it's privacy, please.
Yeah.
Used to be no smoking, now it's thank you for not smoking. It's a softening. It's a real softening of the American character, which is unpleasant, I know.
I will not say concept when I mean idea. I will not say impacted when I mean affected. There will be no hands-on, state-of-the-art networking. We will not maximize, prioritize, or finalize, and we definitely will not interface.
You have become a very successful writer, a print comic.
Yeah, the first book came out in '97.
Yeah.
Brain Droppings actually sold over 750,000 so far. Spent a lot of time on the New York Times list. I'm happy about that. I'm proud of that. You know, when you quit school in 9th grade, it's nice to be on the New York Times list. Now the second one comes out the end of April here, beginning of May.
Napalm and Silly Putty.
Napalm and Silly Putty. It's an extension of Brain Droppings. It's more of the same but different, and I'm looking forward to. We're going to have a big book tour and all that, so I'm looking forward to it.
I'm going to suggest to every young actor I know that they take your list of ailments from Napalm and Silly Putty. If you can get through reading that without breaking up, you are a man, my son.
That's good.
It's just,
thank you.
I mean, it's impossible.
The Miscellaneous Ailments Foundation. Wool sorter's disease, swimming pool granuloma, you know, and then right next to it is the bends. Then I have the bends, the willies, the heebie-jeebies, the bends, the willies, the blahs.
And it just doesn't feel good. Just don't feel good.
Just don't feel. Arm hurts. Here's another one. Arm hurts. Right next to, you know, cancer of the body.
All proceeds from the show will be going to help fight a terrible affliction, frothing at the crotch. Well, it was either that or inverted nipples, you know.
What a privilege it is just to sit and talk face to face when the face you're facing has George Carlin's brain behind it. I think I speak for all mankind when I thank George for joining us here on Earth. I hated to see our time together come to an end, but he had things to do, and I had a date with the MGM Sportsbook. I'm going to try and offend you.
All right.
Okay?
Good.
Looking back, what do you feel is the most overrated piece you've ever done?
Stuff.
That's all your house is. It's a place to keep your stuff while you go out and get more stuff.
It's about something so universal. Everyone deals with it. The garage, the glove compartment, wherever it is, your stuff.
Sometimes you gotta move. Sometimes you gotta move. You gotta get a bigger house. Why? Too much stuff.
I'm in love with having done that, but you know, there's too much. They forget nicer things, I think.
Yeah. Now, you've worked a lot as an actor. What do you consider your best acting performance?
Well, there was only one. I was in Prince of Tides. I played the gay neighbor, and that was good. When I was in that living room with Nick Nolte, I felt that moment.
So you're alone now, huh?
Well, unless I can tempt you into crossing the line while you're here, Coach.
I got enough troubles, Eddie.
Actually, you look terrible, Tom. I mean, you're not even cute anymore.
What is your own personal, most ridiculously held belief?
Well, that I will probably live forever. You know,
I believe that.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't been disproven yet.
I want to live. I don't want to die. That's the whole secret of life. Not dying.
And my Uncle Martin was doing push-ups in the kitchen at 94. I expect him at least be doing that. But
in the same kitchen, or just...
No, well, if those folks don't mind, you know, I can stand the odor. I'll be there. 19 West 121st Street.
Well, this might seem a bit redundant, but are there any words to live by that you haven't already dropped in our shell-like ears?
It's all a big cosmic joke. Don't take it that seriously. Drive your little vehicle and try not to run over too many people.
You ready to play the lightning round?
Yeah, good. I'll try for that. I hope I have answers. I'm not good at this stuff, but I'll try.
Remember, there are no right answers,
No.
only left ones.
Yeah.
Cash or credit?
Cash.
Cagney or bogey?
Bogart.
Corduroy or denim?
Denim.
Titanic or Hindenburg?
Hindenburg.
Captain or Tennille?
Hey, the woman.
Karloff or Lugosi?
Lugosi.
Finally, Crouching Tiger or Hidden Dragon?
The dragon.
George Carlin,
Sure.
thank you so much.
Thank
Such a
you.
pleasure.
It was a fun and conversation. Felt like that.
It was.
Thanks for being here with me for a little while tonight. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hi. It's good. It's going good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stay another night though, because some of the night shots were. Let me finish. Some of the night shots from last night, they didn't. No, I am not. I don't have the time. I am. You took my ATM card. Oh, don't be silly. For God's sake, I'm not gonna sell anything. No, I don't have anything to sell anyway. Look, you know what? This is my job, okay? I know, I'm not kidding. All right, I miss you too. Bye. Sportsbook, please.